Why an idiot's guide? Because, as painfully obvious as it is, some people just don't get it, or refuse to. Let's start with US President Donald Trump addressing the World Economic Forum in Davos.
My message to every business in the world is very simple. Come make your product in America, and we will give you among the lowest taxes of any nation on earth. We're bringing them down very substantially, even from the original Trump tax cuts. But if you don't make your product in America, which is your prerogative, then very simply you will have to pay a tariff, differing amounts, but a tariff which will direct hundreds of billions of dollars and even trillions of dollars into our treasury.
While Trump brandishes the threat of tariffs like a bull with a bazooka in a china shop, nobody dares correct him on how they actually work. No, he will not be raking it in from the countries he slaps his tariffs on. That's just not how it works. School children should know this, let alone the ruler of the most powerful empire in human history. I suppose it's up to the child now to point out the emperor's nudity. Let's break it down in the simplest possible terms, taking tariffs aimed at China as the example. Americans depend heavily on all kinds of products from China. Smartphones, digital automation systems, toys, media transmission systems, lithium batteries, display monitors, computer parts, and plastic goods, to name but a few. Any tariffs on these Chinese goods will be paid by the American companies importing them, not the Chinese companies sending them across. None of the Chinese exporters shipping these staples out of their country will pay a red cent more. It's the American importers who will pay the tariffs for the goods at the port of entry, and they will pass on the cost to American retailers, who in turn will have to raise prices for American consumers. So yes, Trump may well earn some revenue for the Treasury from his tariffs, but effectively by taxing Americans. Ultimately shutting Chinese companies out by slapping tariffs on their goods that US importers can't afford will require other trade partners to fill the void. But replacing China as the source will be no piece of cake, especially when Trump is threatening everyone else and their mums with similar tariffs. Of course China will be hurt as well, which is America's desired intention. China will have to retaliate with tit-for-tat tariffs on US imports in a lose-lose escalation of what has been a relatively manageable low-intensity trade war so far. Does Trump, the pathological transaction man, the deal maker, the profit taker, really want to lose so much money when he could be doing business and winning? Does he really want Americans to pay more for this MAGA hat? It's made in China, of course, just like almost everything else these days.